Welcome back to the Mullen Performance Audio channel. Today I figured we would explore a concept that I used to do in car audio 25-30 years ago. So what you guys have seen was, on the last video, was me explaining how I want to build my box. My fourth order box, how I used to build them back in the day. Whatever my sealed side was going to be, 1, 2, 3 cubes, 1.5, double it up, whatever. That's kind of how I used to build my boxes. Well, it's not kind of how. That's how I built my boxes back in the day. Sonotube, or concrete tube, whatever you want to call it. I made a box. It's not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It is just for testing purposes only. That being said, fourth order box. I named this box Death by 1,000 Cuts because literally there's about 1,000 little mistakes on this box. But it was never meant to be perfect. It was just meant to be a test box, because this is how I built my boxes 25 or 30 years ago. Sealed side, as you can see, sealed side, ported side, concrete tube. I adjusted the length. I played around with this a little bit. This is kind of about where I liked it. And then I figured we would do some testing. I did wire the speaker up. I was kind of like, I'm not going to go too hard on that Hutchinson, because I want to pass it around and everything. I wired it up. It's dual 4, so I wired it up at 8 ohm, thinking, that little 250 would be enough. The little MTX 250 up there would be enough to push it. It wasn't. That Hutchinson just sneezed at that little 250. So I broke out the Gothic amp. It didn't care. So I had to break out the old Wolfram. Some of you guys are new to the channel. I bought this, never used it. Had a bass knob made for it. This is my bass knob now. This is the power light, and this is the clip light. Had a guy on YouTube, I don't know if he still does these. This guy's name was Shin Holster Car Audio or something like that. Real nice guy, made this up for me. Works perfect. I figured I'd set you guys up. Let's play around with this. I've already played around with it a little bit. I can tell. I'll tell you what I got. I'll tell you what I think after we play with this a little bit. Because now that I've built this and played around with more car audio and learned a lot more, like I said, I've learned more in the last 3 or 4 years than I did my whole entire car audio career before this. I've learned that there's a reason why a lot of these boxes didn't hit back in the day super, super lows, and I know why now. So, or at least I think I know why. Let me set you up. We'll play around a little bit, and then I'll give you my final, what I think. So, hold on one second. Okay, so we got the Wolfram set, kind of how I want. Tinkered with the gain a little bit. Yeah, I could have said it with the DD1. Don't really care. We got a tone generator on the junk phone that I got, and a bunch of crap. Hold on here. Okay, where's the tone generator? There we go. Tone generator. We're going to start out at 25, and we're all twisted up here. We're going to start out at 25, and we're just going to kind of go from there. And you guys can see the rag on here. We'll kind of watch this. This will give you a good idea. It's kind of hard to convey on video how this sounds, so we'll just start from here. We'll turn this all the way up. It's all the way up, and we'll just use this to play around with. So here's 25. That's cranked. That's 25. You can see it's moving some air. Not a whole lot of air. We'll go back down. We'll bump her up to 30. That's max right there. I'm giving her all the beans. Return her back down. We're going to go to 35. We're getting a little bit of air there. Let's just go all the way. All right, now I got stuff vibrating. Now this is full beans right now. No clip. All right, there's 45. Good amount of air. I kind of surprised. I figured I'd get more chuffing out of this stupid concrete tube. Believe it or not, I don't. So we're gonna turn it back down. We're gonna hit 50. That's 49. 50. Now let's just, I'm gonna leave it full bore and watch. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yep. Now this is full beans, guys. It down just a little bit. Back down to 50. Look at that thing. There's full beans at 50. I turned it down a little bit. Still no clip. The B button is the clip button. We could probably mess around with the amp a little bit and get her a little bit chooching a little bit more. But to be honest with you guys, I don't really want to go too crazy. I want other guys to play with this too. We have absolutely no heat on the cone. Let me find a quick song here. See if I can get a good bass song for you guys. Let's see here. What are we going to pick? What do you guys like? Bass Out was a good one that I was playing with the other day. You have no internet connection. Oh, okay. I thought I did. I am absolutely not prepared for this. And, yeah. Okay. I think we're connected now. Come on, baby, because nobody's got time for this. Okay, hold on. All right, I had to walk to the front of the garage to get it to play. And no internet connection. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's just go ahead and shut that off. All right, guys. So I'll tell you what I think of this box. So I think back in the day, the way I built this box is that it was just tuned a lot higher than what I thought it was. So obviously the drivers we had back in the day, this would be a freaking tank compared to the stuff that we used to have back in the day. And granted, this is only an 8. I mean, this is, you know, back in the day we do this with 212s or 215s or whatever. So obviously more cone area, it would get deeper. Maybe I'm just in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking giving that too much credit because it's only an 8. But I think back in the day, a lot of the tuning that I did was probably a lot higher than what I would like, because nowadays I like it low and windy. I mean, that's just how I like it. And I think if I had to do it over again back in the day, the sealed section, I would probably increase the sealed section to almost like maybe a 1-to-1, just for it to be more musical. Which, funny enough, is how the Buick's going to be. The Buick's going to be a 1-to-1 6th order, which is probably more in line of what I like today. Back in the day, you know, obviously we didn't have as powerful drivers. We didn't have as much power, but we had efficiency. And it didn't take a lot of power to make a little sub work. And I think this design will still get you in the ballpark. It all depends on what you want to do. Something like this with a new driver in it will still get you play music real good. It will not, I won't say to go really super low, just because like I said, I would increase the sealed side a little bit more. I might make the sealed side, again, I might go 1-to-1 almost. But then that comes down to how much room you have. So, this design, I still like this design. I would still, if I had to mess around, like this box might end up in a vehicle one day. I don't know. It's just a junk box that I built. I still think it'd sound good. I'm going to package this sub up. I think I played with it enough. I don't want to blow it up. I will package it up. I will send it off to the next guy. I will let him do whatever the heck he wants with it. And then hopefully he'll send it on to the next guy, and he can do whatever he wants with it. And then hopefully it'll end up back on my workbench. And we can use it in something else or play with it again down the road, maybe at the end of the summer. I don't know. But long video. I love you guys. I love my patrons. I love everything you guys come here and do for me. Please subscribe. Subscribing is, you know, I'm trying to push for that 1,000. You know, as soon as we hit that 1,000, guys, that sub, that Trinity sub, is going to be one of you guys's. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you.